Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the homestead. So today I want to take you on a recap. We are going to be checking on some of the plants that we have planted here on the homestead, like our comfrey and my elderberries, and also we are going to check on those trees that we grafted and see if any of those trees have successfully grafted and are starting to grow. So let's head on down to the orchard and check out our comfrey. All right, friends, so before we head to the orchard, let's check on this apple tree that we pruned back in early spring and see how it is doing. We've got some apples. All right, friends, so we have some apples. And these are some pretty decent looking apples. They're not all deformed, so we will see what happens. Because this is the tree that the previous owner said never produced any decent apples. It would produce really small, deformed apples. And we went ahead and pruned it back pretty good in hopes to help it grow some pretty decent apples. So we will see. Alright, friends, so we are down in the orchard and I've got all of my trees here, and we planted 2 comfrey plants on each side of each of the trees. So let's check and see if they are finally growing and how they are doing. Alright, friends, so this is my first tree that I have here, and this is my apricot tree. So I have been noticing, I guess this is some kind of a bug damage, and then all the bottom leaves are falling off. So any of my tree people out there, let me know what you think this is and what I should be doing to amend that. But here are my comfrey, and they are doing really good. So that one on that side, and then I've got another one on this side, a little bit smaller, but it is doing well. The comfrey has finally popped out. And then on this side as well, another apricot tree with our 2 comfrey plants, and they are doing good. This apricot tree as well, friends, is not doing so hot. I don't know what's going on with it. Only the top leaves are still there. All the bottom ones are gone. And there is my second comfrey plant on this tree. All in all of my comfrey plants are popping up. Got another one right here. And this one is an apple tree, and it's got these yellowing spots on it. So I'm not sure what this is. Looks like some kind of a rust, tree rust, I don't know. Drop it down in the comments if you know what this is. But the leaves are on this tree. They are all here, so. Oh! And I've got a little apple. Look at that. Comfrey plant. Check. All right, now surprisingly, this is what I thought was dead. This is our fig trees. And we took one out, and it's still in the garage. It's in a pot, and it's actually growing back as well. So we're gonna replant it somewhere. But my fig tree is still alive. This part's dead, but the roots and everything else are still alive, and it produced a new tree. And I have comfrey and more comfrey. This is where the other fig tree was, but we put this pineapple pear tree in its place, and this one is doing really nicely, like really good. I don't see any bug damage. The leaves look really good. This tree is doing very nicely. But my comfrey on this side is still, it looks like it's being eaten. It's coming up, but smaller than the others. Here I have another apple tree. This one does not have any of that rust on it. Oh yeah, it does. There it is. But this one looks healthier than the other apple tree. And I've got comfrey right here and right there. Now these are my peach trees. This peach tree I was extremely worried about at the beginning of spring. It did not look good. It looked like it had a disease on it, and I thought for sure I was losing it. But I had to come through and put a cage around it because of this. A deer was definitely coming in here, and this was its favorite tree to attack. And it just kept getting worse and worse. So I put this cage around it, and then it started doing very well. So I think it was a deer that was attacking this and damaging it. So once that cage went up, this tree took off and started flourishing. But there are no comfrey. No comfrey on this side. Don't know what happened to that one, but I do have a nice one right here, and this side is doing fabulous. This is our second peach tree. And see, this is what I was talking about. This is what it looked like. That other tree looked like this. So I don't know what's going on. If that's just normal for a peach tree. Never had a peach tree. But the rest of the tree looks really good. Comfrey is right there. just a small one. But on this side, very nice. Can't wait for these comfrey to get bigger. Start using it as mulch in the trees and then giving it to all the pigs and the chickens. Here are our plum trees. Plum tree is looking kind of eh. It also did what the peach did, and it has a lot of branches on it that the leaves just browned and curled. I've seen better. Oh, I see bugs. This is probably the problem. Look at all these bugs. It's infested. So let me know, guys, in the comments what I need to be doing to get rid of these bugs organically. Comfrey and comfrey. And then our last tree, another plum tree. Also same thing, leaves just turned brown, curled, died. It's starting to come back a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on. We've got a comfrey right there, and the comfrey did not pop up over here. So when we first planted these trees, we went ahead and mulched this whole area, and the mulch has completely broken down. There's no more wood chips in here. The ground is really, really nice, so I don't know if I need to amend this or do something else. If there's something I need to add to the soil to help these trees out, drop it down in the comments what you think I need to be doing to help my trees. And there's my little precious. All right, friends, so here is my elderberries. So these are the trees that were already here by the creek, and these are what I took the propagations from to create the other elderberries that I have up by the picnic area. But I've got tons of flowers. Ooh, and bees, tons of bees. But I've got flowers galore, so I'm really excited to do some elderberry syrup this year with the elderberries that we have here. I've got 1 and 2 really big trees, and then I also found a couple more. One right back there. There's 2 up on the road, so I've got those 2 because that is our mountain, so those are also mine. These are doing phenomenal. And then I've got a bunch of daylilies, ditch lilies that are popping up here that we propagated, me and my mom, and we put by the house. You can see how these are doing. These are really pretty. Here is another elderberry that popped up. Well, it's been here forever because it's pretty big, but I didn't see it. And I don't know why I didn't see it because I was specifically looking for them. But another elderberry right here along the creek that I can also use the flowers to make some delicious elderberry syrup. By the way, I have been using the elderberry syrup that was gifted to me by Tiny Abundance, and I swear that is what's really helped me get over the flu and the cold and everything that's been going on in the family. I've been taking that every single day, and I got over it a lot faster than everybody else. So thank you, Tiny Abundance, for that awesome elderberry syrup. I'm definitely using it. All right, friends, so definitely go check out my friend Samara at Tiny Abundance. She has a lot of great things on her channel. She focuses on wellness and health, and she also does a lot of really great home remedies. So definitely go check her out. I will drop a link down in our description for her channel. Give her some love. She made an awesome elderberry syrup that has been definitely helping me out. Thank you so much. So let's continue on with our tour. All right, friends, so here are the elderberries that I propagated and put up along this little mountain close to our picnic area, and they are doing really nice. Here are our berries that I transplanted that I got from our extension office, and they are starting to produce some berries. Here is one of the elderberries that is producing some flowers. They are all doing very, very good. Got a flower. These are the blueberries that we planted, and there are some blueberries. I don't expect much because we just planted these, but they are doing good. I'm very proud of my little fruit orchard that I got here. This blueberry bush was put here by the previous owner, so it's been here for a number of years, and it has a lot of blueberries on it. So it looks like we will be getting a nice harvest from this tree as long as the birds and the rabbits don't get it before us. All right, friends, so we are behind the garage, and this is where my mom and I planted some of those daylilies, and they have all popped up and they are doing so good. Let me show you how they look. So my hope is that next year these tubers will have grown and they will add more flowers over here. If not, I'll just come through and add some more flowers in here. But they're looking really great. Next year we will see how much they grow. Alright friends, so we are down in front of the house, and this is where we had our grafted trees that we went ahead and planted over here. And let me show you how they're doing. Alright, so here are all the trees, and the only one that has taken is this one right here. This one has leaves all the way up the trunk. This one I thought was going to, but you can see there's no leaves coming out of here. It's just coming out of the graft down at the bottom. That graft did not take, it only took to the bottom. So the roots and everything are still alive on these trees, but they are not going to be the apple trees that we wanted. So I have to either re-graft and see if they take again next year. But all in all of the trees did not take except for the one. So we have one apple tree out of the whole bunch. But we were told that this would probably happen. Alright friends, the last things that we want to check on are our elderberries that we put into pots, and then we also put into water. So let's check on the ones that are in pots. Here is the first one that I had stuck in pots. I've got 5, and only 4 of them have taken. This one right here died, but look at, I've got a flower. So the pots are doing really good. When I go to transplant these and put them in the ground, we'll pull it out and see how the roots look. But all in all, I think this tree is doing very, very well. I've also got this one, and this one's doing good. This one is dead, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. Yeah, there's no root. This one, these two don't have anything on the top, but they're sprouting from the bottom. So I'm saying that the roots are still alive on these. They're just down at the bottom, so I'll probably end up having to cut these off when I go and transplant them into the ground. But they're doing good. These are my elderberries. Now let's go check out the elderberries that are on the front porch, and those ones I have in water. So let's see how those ones are doing. So that's 3 ways that I've transplanted my elderberry cuttings. That was 1 was in the ground, 2 was in pot, 3 was in water. Let's see how they did, and all 3 of them are doing really well. Here is the ones that I have in water. They're doing very nice. Let me show the roots on these. These have excellent roots. So these are ready to go into the ground pretty soon. And let me show you these. So these were given to me by the extension office. These are sweet potato slips that I'm trying to rehydrate, get some roots on there so that I can go ahead and put them in the garden. I don't know if these are gonna take. This will be an experiment, but hey, it was free. So I'm gonna go ahead and try those out and to put those into the garden probably in the next couple days. I'm letting them rehydrate, get some roots, and then we'll see how they do in the garden. Alright friends, thanks for stopping by the homestead today as I did a little recap of everything that we planted here. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. As always, I hope all is well, and have a blessed day.